Good morning, everyone. And today I am going to start another very essential concept of English grammar, which is voice. In last class, we discussed the parts of sentence on basis of structure. They were simple, compound, and complex. And today I am going to start the another most important concept of English grammar, voice. There are two parts of voice: active and passive voice. In our question paper, when a sentence will be given to change a voice, some sentence will be sometimes maybe will be in present in active form or passive form. When it will be active form, we have to turn it in passive form, and when it will be given in passive form, then we have to turn it into active form. But before going to change any kind of voice, we have to follow this particular formula, particular rules. But when a sentence will be given to change a voice from active to passive or passive to active, first of all we have to identify some things. Here. What is the subject of the sentence, what is the object of the sentence, and what is the verb of the sentence. And after identifying that few parts, we have to implement this formula. The formula is that first of all, subject-object replacement means subject-object interchangeable. We have to put the subject of active voice in the place of object in passive voice, and object of passive voice in the place of subject in active voice. And secondly, we have to use appropriate verb according to definite tense. First of all, I told you we have to notice the sentence given in which tense, and accordingly we have to use appropriate verb to change the voice from active to passive. Thirdly, we have to write the main verb always in third form. Means we must write the main verb always in third form, means past participle form. And next rule is that generally we have to use by preposition. Most of the sentence when we changing voice from active to passive, we use by preposition. But in some condition, in some exceptional format, we have to use to add other preposition also. These are the rules. In second rule, we get that we have to use appropriate verb according to tense. What we have to use in which tense? There is this table, and this is the table. Here everything given in which tense what verb we should use. Here the tense: present tense, past tense, future tense, present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. First of all, if I discuss present tense, in present indefinite tense, am, is, are. These verbs are used regarding changing a voice from active to passive. Present continuous tense, in present continuous tense, am being, is being, are being. In present perfect tense, have been, has been. Regarding past indefinite tense, was, were, we have to use regarding changing a voice from active to passive. In case of changing a voice from active to passive, in past continuous tense we have to use was being, were being, be were. And in case of past perfect tense, had been. In this way, in future tense also, regarding future indefinite, we have to use shall be, will be. When we change a voice from active to passive, in future continuous tense, shall be being, will be being, and future perfect tense, shall have been, will have been. And these are the concept of rules about changing voice from active to passive tense. One table of using appropriate verb according to definite tense. Moreover, there will be another table which will be the table of changing pronoun. But when there will be some pronoun, what we have to change in from active to passive. Suppose I will be changed to us. I will be changed to me. We will be changed to us. You will be changed to you. He will be changed to him. She will be changed to her. They will be changed to them in this way. Okay. We will discuss about the variety parts of tenses of voices in later classes. Now I am going to discuss another important part, which is extremely essential for regarding the concept of voice tense. That is sentence, part of sentence. In last classes we discussed the part of sentence history, part of sentence on basis of structure. Now I am going to discuss some other category of sentences which are divided on the basis of quality and quantity. On basis of quality and quantity, there are 5 parts of sentence. They are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Now, one by one, I am going to discuss about the 5 parts of sentence. First of all, assertive sentence. What is assertive sentence? Assertive sentence, it is called also declarative sentence. It is such type of sentence which describes any event or any incident. For example, I am discussing English grammar now. He has played cricket. They have been living, okay, and they are not going to school. He do not do the work. They is in every examples assert something about doing something or not doing something, whether may be affirmative or negative, but they are the example of affirmative sentence or assertive sentence. Next one, interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence are those sentences which ask questions. Which ask questions. And it is one of the notable things that some interrogative sentence starts with WH question, why, how, when, and some other interrogative sentence start with auxiliary verb or helping verb. Suppose, why did you not come to school yesterday? Why did you went there? Suppose, what are you doing now? When you will come? They are the examples of interrogative sentences which starts with WH question. If we take some other examples, suppose, do you like fruits? And does she play cricket? Can you help me? Cannot you help me? Okay, whether may be affirmative or negative, but they are the examples of interrogative sentence. And third part is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence which suggests advice, request, and order. Sometimes may be advice, sometimes may be request, and other sometimes may be order. Okay. Suppose if you just take some examples which referring order. Suppose do the work, go home immediately, and do the some at once. Suppose next if we take some other examples. Suppose move quickly, clean the room, clean the blackboard. They are the examples of order. Means it is a part of imperative sentence. If we take some other example from advice, suppose don't move in sun and don't waste your time in this. Always do your duty properly, read your lesson regularly. This signifies advices. So they are the examples of imperative sentence of which part means advice part. Okay. And some other parts which refer request. Suppose please give me a pen, kindly help me, please don't move there, please don't go there. Okay, they are the example of request part from imperative sentence. And next part, fourth part of sentence on base of quality and quantity is objective sentence, which refers wishes or blessings or frame. They are considered as objective sentence. Suppose, may God bless you, may God help you. Suppose, may God help me in my journey from this to that other word. This sentence is told by Socrates. Such sentence are another important fact is that objective sentence always start with me. Me, sometimes we may call it modal and sometimes we may call it auxiliary verb. I will discuss it later first. Next, last part is called exclamatory sentence. What is exclamatory sentence? We human beings are not always happy. Our mood not always static, or not always remain static. Sometimes we feel happy, and sometimes we become sorrowful. Sometimes we become surpriseful. In all circumstances, we have to express this our feelings. Our feelings through some particular sentences, and that particular sentences are called exclamatory sentences. Suppose, if we take some example, what a beautiful house! What a beautiful house this is! What a beautiful garden this is! And sometimes when we feeling sad, we say, alas, the man is dead. Hi, hurrah! Suppose, hurrah! The boy won the match. In this way, we can express our feelings, our sadness, our happiness, and sometimes our surpriseness through some particular sentences, and that particular category of sentences is called exclamatory sentences. And these are the basic concepts of today's class. First of all, I discussed voice, part of voice, passive, active and passive. Secondly, we getting some formula, means some rules of changing voice from active to passive. And thirdly, getting table which is derived from second principle of changing voice, means we have to use appropriate verb according to definite tense. Third, we are getting some other table of changing pronoun from active to passive. Then we are getting some other category of sentences based on quality and quantity, assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. And what we left today, I will discuss in my later class or next class. Thank you.